I'm Sean Holman from MotorTrend, and here we are coming to you from the 2021 SEMA show from the MotorTrend stage, and with me today is Dom Lester and Roger McCormack from Chevy Performance.
Yeah, hi, Sean.
All right.
You guys have a bevy of trucks that you brought to your booth this year with a bunch of upgrades. The Suburban, what's special about the Suburban that you guys brought today?
Yeah, I kind of bucket the Suburban and the Silverado in kind of a similar theme, if you will.
Sure.
What we did is we took high country trims on both of those vehicles, and it's really our most premium, most luxury trim. And then we blacked out a lot of the key components, give it kind of a more serious feel, if you will. And so things like all the emblems, the bow tie, the grills. And then we added a lot of premium features to it, right? So we added, in the case of the Silverado, power retractable tonneau cover, lock boxes in both the cargo area and in the center console, and then in blacked out wheels, right? So we had high gloss blackout wheels, 22-inch wheels on the Silverado, and then Suburban, really cool, some custom cut, polished billet aluminum 24-inch wheels on the Suburban, along with some lit sill plates on the doors in the cargo area. So really premium. We took what was already premium trucks on both vehicles and just kind of upped the game. And like I said, made it a little bit more serious with the blackout trim. And then we added Brembo brakes on those as well for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Dom can talk about those.
It's been a great partnership with Brembo and collaboration. And obviously these parts are available through our accessories business and backwards, if you will, compatible to 2014 full-size trucks and a 2015 for the SUVs. So you can take these parts and buy them through our channels and actually put them on your truck. So
And fully engineered, right? They're both basically a
Absolutely.
bolt-on parts, so you can
Right.
take it to your dealer. You can probably,
Right.
if you're savvy, buy the parts and put them on yourself. There's nothing that you have to fabricate or anything like that,
Yeah.
which makes them really nice. And of course, GM and Brembo engineers have worked together to make it a seamless process. And I know some people might be listening to this saying, oh, well, 650 horsepower desert truck, I get the big brakes, but why do you need it on the Suburban and the Silverado? Well, you guys already have strong brakes from the factory, but a lot of people like to tow and haul, and good
Absolutely.
brakes are good brakes, and always having that reserve is something that any truck owner can appreciate, right?
Absolutely, it's the performance, and Dom can talk about that a lot more. But it's also, you've got, the appearance as well, the aesthetics, and that's important to a lot of people
Sure.
as well. So if you combine those two, the performance and the aesthetics, and you add it to all the other stuff that we talked about on the production vehicles and on that awesome concept to those trucks.
Yeah, I think especially you're talking about the accessory wheels, and people are bumping up from maybe an 18 to a 20 or even
Right.
bigger. Well, the factory brakes might look a little bit small inside
Yeah.
those big wheels, and so having these big Brembo, beautiful. I mean, it's almost like industrial art, right? I mean, it's a good-looking package. It adds style, it adds performance, but it's one of those parts where, unless you have an open-face wheel, you may not get to see how pretty they are. So when you put the right wheel and tire package with the right brake package, I think it really stands out on the vehicle.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, and we hear that. I mean, we tell ourselves that, but then we hear it from consumers
Sure.
as well. We hear it from the owners and from our dealers, and everybody has a stake in it. And they love what we do with the brakes, and they love the whole package together. And again, the Brembo brakes, the performance brakes, fit in perfectly with those packages.
So I know you guys have had a partnership with Brembo for a while. Why Brembo? I mean, there's a lot of brake suppliers out there. What makes Brembo the go-to brand for Chevy Performance? Because you guys are very particular about who you mix your brands with, right? You have a lot of brand equity at Chevrolet, and you want to make sure that the partners are in tune with your own brand image.
yeah, I mean, we have a high standard for excellency, respect to our customer, right? Taking the customer, and one of the things that Brembo has been able to work in conjunction with us when we have issues or going through the development phase, be able to be responsive, high quality, be able to have the engineering expertise and bandwidth. It's not just here's your part, but here's your integration, here's the team to support and develop and collaboration with Brembo. So that's what we're looking for when we bring a partner in, is really a true partner and work through challenges and bring that product to market with excellency, right? And that's what we look for, and that's what Brembo has been able to partnering with us, and it's been just a great, phenomenal partnership. And I know we talked about some of the aesthetics
Sure.
of the brake package, but also we have a lot of one of the things you talk about, trailering or other needs that the customer might have, which they are pushing their brake system. So this have more surface area, more thermal capacity. So those are things that we're able to go above and beyond with the package here too. So it looks great, which
Yeah.
it does,
Yeah.
but it also gives you that additional.
Brembo, Brembo
Yeah.
brakes, not just for sports cars, right? The
Right.
truck
Yeah,
market,
right.
they've got
So-
some incredible, compelling product out there.
That's absolutely right. And what, Dom prompted a thought in me. I mean, what we hear from people too is, you mentioned towing earlier and things like that.
Right.
So as we know, suburban customers, Silverado customers, they tow a lot. And the idea of additional confidence, because not everybody is adept at towing.
Sure.
Let's be honest, a lot of people think they are.
It's
They aren't
it's actually a very
necessarily are.
complicated
Yeah.
and takes a very high level
It is.
skill.
It is, and I think any equipment you can put on the truck, because if you think about those trucks, we have multiple cameras and things like that, and we talked about horsepower, torque especially, but and pulling power and things like that. But anything you can do, like add high performance brakes to give people a little bit more confidence when they're towing. So there's the performance aspect, and there's really the functional day-to-day aspect as well that make it a really nice addition to those trucks.
Yeah, I think that to your point, towing, anytime that you can take the stress off somebody, they're going to have a better experience. And a lot of people who buy your products, they use your products and they expect it to be the best. And it's nice to know that if you're a customer that demands more, that you guys have an option in-house that you can go right down to your dealer and pick up. So it's pretty cool to have Brembos in the catalog, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right, well, Dom and Roger, really appreciate you guys coming out. And for the MotorTrend stage, this is Sean Holman for MotorTrend at the 2021 SEMA Show.